it's Ali and welcome to today's video. So it's Monday guys, so we're messing about on a Monday with the mixed media project. I've got some distress paints here and just a ordinary acrylic paint. We're going to use them. I'm just trying to find some space to put everything. I've got a couple of stamp sets, just pop them there. I've got a piece of mixed media cardstock. I'm just going to put this piece of scrap underneath, and what I'm going to make is I'm going to make some belly bands to go in my Alice in Wonderland journal. I've made this kind before, not mixed media, but I thought that's what we'd do today. So I've got my gesso. I'm just going to, in fact I've not even opened that one, I don't think. There we go. I'm just going to put a coat of white gesso down just to prime the surface. If you don't know what gesso is, it's just a primer. It primes your surface ready to add all your mediums on the top. You know, like when you're decorating and you put undercoat on. Same kind of principle, it just primes the surface for you. This one is a Studio Acrylics Pebeo. I got this from Hobbycraft. I always stock up on paints and gesso when Hobbycraft, that's a big craft store in the UK for anybody that is international. They very often have their art sales on, so I always stock up with gesso and that when they've got the half price sales. It's a nice gesso, this one, it goes on really nice. Okay, so I'm just going to pop on my heat gun and just dry off that. Okay, so that's dry. So I've got saltwater taffy, cracked pistachio, mustard seed, crackling campfire and twisted citron, and then just a raspberry. Okay, so I'm going to start off. I've got a little sponge here. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on the side of my mat, and I'm just going to dab onto my page. In fact, that needs shaking. I've tried to go with colours that are in the kits, but like I said, I do want a little bit of brightness in the journal as well as grunge, so that's better. Oh, got something on there. What's that? So I'm just going to dab over a little bit more. Okay, so that was saltwater taffy. I'm not going to dry off, I'm just going to dab. And then I've got twisted citron. Let's just give them a shake. Do you know, I've had these on my shelf. I bought these from, oh, I can't remember, they had a big sale. I think it was Country View Crafts, and I've never used them. So I thought, let's get these out and let's have a little play. Right, okay, twisted citron. Oh look, I haven't even taken the thing off there. Okay, let's just put that in there. Take two. Yeah, I did want some bright colours in the journal as well as, you know, grunge. Now some of these colours will mix. I'm just hoping they don't make mud because we don't want that. Okay, so that is the twisted citron. Next I've got crackling campfire, which is like an orangey rusty colour. Put a bit of that down. Okay, these are just makeup sponges, they're nothing expensive, just makeup sponges from the pound shop, that's all I'm using. Want to try and cover my card. Yep, that's that one. And then we've got mustard seed. Just give it a shake. I keep forgetting to shake them. A little wet wipe out. Paint all over everywhere. Right, let's just put a bit of that down. Oh, that one's not been undone. Oh yes, it has. Yeah, it has. Has it? That not coming out. There they are. Right, let's get the yellow then. Okay, looks a bit of a hot mess at the moment, doesn't it? I must admit. And then we've got cracked pistachio. Like I said, I've just tried to pick out some of the colours that I could see in the kit. Just thought a couple of nice bright pages will be nice, as well as the grunge, hopefully. Yeah, that's okay, I think. Right, I'll have to use the back of one of these sponges now. And then I've got this raspberry. This is just a Do Crafts paint, just a cheap one. I'm just going to put a little bit of that on, because there's definitely a lot of red in the journal kits that I'm using. Yeah, definitely needed some red. Right, I think I'm happy with that. We're going to do some stamping and some stenciling. I'm just going to get my heat gun, guys, and just dry off that paint. Okay, so I'm dry. I've got a couple of stencils here. I've got 2 different heart stencils and then this little diamond one. I'm just going to randomly put some stenciling over the background. I'm using this Nuvo Hybrid ink in Black Shadow. So I'm just going to randomly just put some stenciling over. Yep. And then I'm going to use the 2 different heart stencils. I'm going to go that way because I'm going to be cutting my paper that way. I'm not doing them too intense, just so they're in the background. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then this other one, which is just a different kind of heart stencil. These are just longer hearts, just different dimension. Go a bit heavier with these. Want to go to my edges because you'll be able to see the edges with what I'm making. Do a bit over here. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to pop on my heat gun and just dry off that ink. I won't be a second. Okay, so next I've got some stamps. I've got these little hearts. And I've got these just filler stamps. I think I'm going to use, this is a visible image one. I want this one here. This little filler stamp. Okay, let's just pop that. I'm just trying to find some space to put things. I'm just going to put it on there. Okay. And then I'm just going to get my ink pad again. I'm just going to stamp a bit of this. Just randomly, just so we get snippets of it when we cut it up. Yeah, that's enough of that, I think. I'll just wipe my stamps over and then they don't dry with ink on. Okay, let's pop that back. I don't want to lose any of them, so just take me a second just to put it back on there. Okay, so that's that one. If you want to know what that's called, it's called, doesn't actually say, VISRAK-01, if that means anything. Okay, so next I want to do some of these little fillers. So I'm just going to put a few different ones on. Let's try this little bubble one first, just so that when I cut it up we'll have little bits and pieces on. Yeah, these colours will go nice with the kit, I think. Hope so anyway. Which other one should we have? Let's have that little flower one. Got a tiny little stamping block I bought. It's tiny. Yeah. Doesn't half make a difference, doesn't it, when you stencil and stamp onto your pieces? Just comes to life. I love stamps. I've always loved stamping. Right, I think I've got enough of that one. Let's just get the wipe and just wipe that over. And then we'll have another one, and then we'll do some hearts. Let's have this one here. These are great little stamp sets. This was from eBay, and it's just, I just call them filler stamps. They're just like texture stamps. I love anything like this. Just go around my edges, I think. Yeah, I think I've got enough of that. Okay, so I'll just pop that back. Just put that on there, and then I'm going to do a couple of different hearts. This is a clearly besotted stamp set, and it's called With All Your Hearts. It's just a little mini one. It's a nice little stamp set. Right, we'll have some of that one. I like that one with the dots. So, do some bigger hearts. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, one more there. There's a little gap there. Okay, that's that one. And then we'll get another one. Which one should we have? We'll have that one with a bit of script on. Do you know this stamp set, guys? It must have been in my collection from when I started crafting in 2016, was it? Excuse me. And I've never used it. And I was thinking to myself, I need to find a stamp set with hearts on. And I found it. It's terrible, that, isn't it? All them years, never even seeing the light of day. I think I've got enough on there now. I think I'm happy with that. I've just got a little script stamp. I'm just going to do a little bit of script to finish off. Put that back in there. Yeah, it's just a very old script stamp, this. At the back, it's not even sticky anymore. I need to buy myself a new one of these. Just put a bit of this in the background as well. I don't want to ruin my stamping. Yeah, that's enough. I don't want any more of that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move that because I've finished with that. So that's how we're looking. Very busy, isn't it? Right, now I've got my 2.5 inch circle punch. I'm going to punch hopefully 4 out of each one. Cut the side of that one, we'll have to do it like that, that's okay. So there's that one. Might be able to get another few out the middle actually, which will be good if I can. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, I'm going to just cut down there because I want to save that, because I think I'm going to use this in the journal, the negative piece. Just going to cut down there. Yeah, I'm going to save that. Which was the one that was a bit flat round the edges, that one. Let's see if we can get any more out of here. There's 1, 2, 3. Fabulous. I've got enough now, I think. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is let me just move all this stuff over to one side. Just move that over there. I'm going to layer them up like this. I don't even know whether 5 will be too long. Let me just get my journal and have a look. Just want to see how many we'll need to put on a page. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we should be able to use 5 if I sew them quite close together. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to ink all around my edges just with my black ink.
You could see yourself just sitting there on my chair. I'm told you straight away. You don't have to be afraid anymore. I know you haven't noticed. You know, you know.
Okay, so I've done that, so I'm going to separate them 5 each, and then I'm going to just put a little bit of glue. I am going to stitch them. I'm just looking where I've put my glue. Where have you put it, Alison? It is. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on there, and then I'm going to stick the next one on like that, and then another one. And you can see there you've just got the snippets of the different stamps that I've used, which I like. Just hold it for a minute till it grabs. I can always cut a little bit off the bottom if I need to when I come to stick it in my journal. Right, so there's one. Let's do this one. Okay, oh, they're falling off. I'm just going to leave them for a second just to grab. Right, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to pause the camera and I'm just going to stitch down them with my sewing machine, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I have stitched scruffily down the middle of them. You can see there to keep them together. So I'm just going to put something on the front of them now, and then we're done. Let's have a look in my, what do we call them, die cuts. Let's see what we've got. These nice things with Alice. Put one of them down there, Alice and the Mad Hatter. Or we can just put, where's my fussy cuts gone? Let's just get them down. Here they are, I think. Let's have a look what we've got in this one. We've got Alice. We could put Alice down there. Needs to be something tall and thin. And we've got Alice on there. They're both going in separate signatures, so we could use them too, couldn't we? Because she's looking in a different direction. Let's use them too. They'll be nice, I think. I'm just going to get my ink. Oh dear me, my desk is a mess. I'm going to spend some time this afternoon sorting this desk out. I'm going to take everything off and give it a good old clean. Just want to get rid of the white. I don't like that. Yeah, we'll put Alice on both of them because, like I said, we'll have one in each signature. So okay, let's glue these down then. I like them. Do you like them, guys? I hope you do. I think they'll be nice. I'm going to do some more mixed media in the journal as well. I want to do some other bits and pieces, so I just thought today would be an opportunity for me to do something for the journal mixed media. I know a lot of people seem to like the messing on a Monday. I have some nice comments. You all leave me comments. You know, I say to you all the time, thank you so much for the support you give me on my channel, because it is only a hobby of mine. You know, I don't earn a living from it or anything, but I'm very grateful for everybody that watches and comments and sends me lovely emails. Yeah, I am. Okay, so I think I'm just going to put a little word at the top of there. Words, sorry, stretching over, they're just here on the back of my desk. So you've got these nice big quotes, but they'll be too big. So what else have we got? Yeah, they'll be too big. We'll have to just have one of these little ones. Down the rabbit hole, they're very big, these. Have I gone mad? We could cut that up, couldn't we? Have I gone mad? I'm curious, because she's looking the other way, so she could be curious. curiously wondering about something, so let's use that one. Just put a bit of ink on the back of there. Okay, stick that there. Right, let's just cut that in half. I'm just going to use my decal edge scissors. And then we'll put, oh, I'll have to cut it with them. And then we'll just put Have I Gone Mad on the other one. Can you see, guys? I don't want to zoom in too much because when I look up into my viewfinder it looks like you're miles away, but when I come to edit it you're not, you're actually quite close. So I don't want to zoom in too much, otherwise it'd be uncomfortable to watch. It's hard judging how far you need to zoom in. Have I Gone Mad? Now, do I want to put anything else on there? I would like a little heart of some description. I'm just going to have a look in my embellishment drawer and just see if I've got any hearts. I won't be a second, guys. Right, I've found a punch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch a couple of hearts out of here. 1, 2, 3. Let's just get in there and punch that other one out. Right, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer them on top of each other. Well, 1, 2, 1 on top of each other. Come here. Right, let's put that one on there. And then I'm going to look for some foam tape and I'm going to stick them on with a little bit of foam tape. Right, I just want some foam tape, which I think I've got some here. Sorry guys, stretching over. Yeah, I've got a bit here. Let's just cut a little piece of that off. Is that too big? Yeah. Cut it smaller. Right, let's put a bit of this on. One. I'll put a little bit of glue on as well to make sure it stays down. One on there. Okay. Just put some glue on as well. Right, where should we put it? We'll put it at the bottom there, just near her foot. Well, I did enjoy making those. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Do I need to zoom in? Should I zoom in a little bit and I can show you them a bit closer up? So there we go. Let's just have a look in my journal, make sure they're going to fit. They should do. And the colours go really nice, I think, with them kits, don't they? The colours that I've chose. Let's just have a look on a blank page. Let's just try on there. Yeah. So they'll just fit nicely down the middle of the page like that. So I'm pleased with them. Right then guys, so I hope you've enjoyed this Monday's video. Like I said, I've enjoyed playing with them. Really have. Yeah, so as always, thank you so much for stopping by to watch. Take care and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye for now.